Okay guys, so let me give you an example of how official narrative, the official story, is just literally lying to your face like there's no tomorrow and is not even afraid of doing so. And people are not idiots, and when they realize this, they notice that something here is just completely wrong. The example here we have is the Kailasa temple, the massive temple that was literally allegedly chiseled by hand for almost 200 years. That's right. Now, the Kailasa Temple was under several rulers, okay, and it's the world's largest monolithic piece of art. Master craftspeople carved allegedly this gigantic structure from a single piece of solid freaking rock in a cave on the mountainside. The entire building took more than, like I said before, 100 to 200 years to be built. Nobody knows exactly how long it took exactly, but you know, there's different theories. There are plenty of other mind-boggling facts about this crazy ancient wonder. Now, again, Hindus created the temple to honor Lord Shiva, and they intended to mimic his home on Mount Kailash in the Himalayan mountains. Legend has it a Hindu king ordered the temple built after he prayed to Shiva to save his wife from sickness. Absolute crap, right? Architects started from the top of the mountain and worked downwards to carve the structure. The painstaking process, this is the official version, which is absolute BS, is that they removed themselves more than 200,000. Let me just repeat that so you can grab that in your mind. They removed allegedly 200,000 tons of volcanic rock, alright, according to the archaeologist. Now, the temple is one of 34 caves in the area carved from solid rock. So this is just one thing. This is the most amazing one, but there are other 34 caves in the area that date back as early as 300 BC, alright? Guys, now let me just ask you a big question. Do you believe this is actually what happened? Now let me just give you more information because guys, this is just crazy. To get to the building, it was necessary to grind and remove literally in the massive rock in the mountain more than 60 meters deep, 60 meters down of the hardest rock. Researchers are at a loss at how this was achieved. Like they just say it was chiseled, but like chiseled with what? With like copper tools, making or iron tools, because they didn't have access to diamond, right? And literally the level of detail and intricacy here is just incredible. The whole temple is just one piece made from rock. Among the possible options are grinding, when the surface of the rock was crushed using primitive analogs of a drill, and hard crushing, a method with random pieces of stone were beaten off the rock. That's right, this is their theory, which is just ridiculous. Such method allegedly gave outlines to rounded vaults, erected magnificent sculptures, gave birth to patterned columns and ornaments without a single chip or error. That's right, just crushing the stone with different pieces and hammers and chisels, they made the most amazing, awesome galleries inside the temple with literally not even a single error. The size of the temple is also amazing, 58 meters long, 51 wide, and 33 meters deep. The whole area is decorated with amazing and complex bas-reliefs, patterns, and of course sculptures. We can see it in the pictures. Moreover, most of them are given such forms that simply cannot be created using primitive tools. It's just physically impossible. If you give this to the most advanced technician, advanced sculptors in the 21st century right now, okay, and tell them all you can do is use hammers and chisels to create this sculpture like they did in the Kailasa temple, they would reject it and they would say, go away, you're a crazy person. What is this, guys? What is this all about? This is just crazy. Researchers from Delhi, check this out, conducted an experiment. They simulated with help of a supercomputer the situation described by modern archaeologists. It turned out that in order to get a finished temple similar to the Kailasa temple, taking into account primitive tools, it would take actually, with the computer simulation, more than 450 years of non-stop work. of almost 70,000 workers. And when I say non-stop, the simulation literally said 24/7. So nobody, or basically someone works for 12 hours, afterwards someone else comes in and they work for 12 hours and again, and they take turns. So literally there's someone working there all the time, 70,000 people at the same time. So you have to have effectively 140,000 people to kind of, you know, make the shift change, right? Which makes sense. Given the area of structure at the time frame, a discrepancy is obtained. So either the ancient builders had more opportunities and technologies, or the temple was produced much longer than indicated in the official documents. Now, guys, I'm gonna leave this here and I'm gonna ask you a very important question. Do you believe the official narrative? Do you believe the official story that this was built literally by a handful of architects chiseling away for like a couple of years? Obviously there's different like documents. Some people say it was like 20 years, some people say it was like 40 years, some people say it's like 100 years, some people say it's 200 years, but effectively it's about between 50 and 200 years, the official narrative, okay? Using, again, very primitive methods to make this astonishing temple. I personally disagree. This is just not possible. This was made with what? Laser technology or high pressure water technology, which can cut through any material. That's the only real way to make such a wonder in such a short amount of time, because nobody in their crazy mind would instruct literally to create a temple lasting for literally almost 1,000 years. So like for 450 years, based on the technology that people had at that time. And it's just crazy. And this just goes to show that computer technology, AI, alright, is really important in this instance, because it actually tells us the harsh truth, and that the current modern archaeology has literally no clue what happened here. And instead of just saying that yes, we have no idea, this was made by alien technology or by a technology which we don't understand, they're trying to basically lie to you and make up some random stuff which we all know, even when they start saying it, it's absolute complete lies, because it just doesn't make any sense, it doesn't make any logic, and you just have to look at the temple to realize that no, this is not possible with primitive tools. So guys, that's it for today's video. As always, make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, because it does support the channel quite massively. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate the support on the channel, people liking the videos, people making any comments. Guys, it's really appreciated, and it helps to drive the channel forward for more content, more videos, more information, and of course, as always, challenging the official narrative, because right now we are in a very difficult situation with humanity where people are just blindly accepting things without actually thinking, using their brains, using common sense. Seems like common sense right now in the 21st century has but completely abandoned us altogether. People do not use common sense. People just want to effectively just search stuff on Google, and that's it, and Google tells them an answer and they just run with it without even investigating, questioning it, double checking it. No, they don't care. They didn't look for references. All they know is basically, I was told this, that's it, end game. Guys, as always, I shall see you later in the next videos.